That's where real expansion of your mind and talents can be found. Turn on. Tune out of the rat race and its square problems. And tune in on real self-knowledge and creative power.
Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Jedi, and today we're going to be talking about the new Fantastic Four movie, 2025. And all I have to say is, it's fine. It's not the best movie that I've ever seen. I think it's okay, but I've seen better. For some reason, I feel like I've seen stuff like this back in the 2000s, like back when the first Fantastic Four movies came out with Chris Evans, and those ones were better. Way better. This one just seemed like a little montage. It gave us everything that they thought we wanted to see, and then we seen it, and then we wish we hadn't saw it. Yeah, it was a whole type of crazy shit. But this movie is not going to save Marvel. It's not going to be the best Marvel movie that we ever seen. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? Ha! Yeah, sometimes he seemed like he was saying smart stuff. Other times he was just saying what a weak man would say. I mean, he had the outfit. He had the gray sideburns. And they said he was Reed Richards, but did he really act like Reed Richards? No, I don't think so. Did he really stretch like Reed Richards? No. No, I don't think so. He didn't. No, he didn't at all. Through the whole movie. He didn't even really stretch. If you want to talk about stretching powers, Plastic Man stretched more than him in this movie, in any series or cartoon that he was in. Elastigirl in The Incredibles 1 and 2 stretched more than the original Elastic Stretchy Man stretched in his own movie. That's supposed to be a new adaptation of this. It's supposed to be showing us a new version of him, but he only stretched just a little bit. Yeah. Who else stretched? Lash. Does anybody remember Lash? No? Lash from Sky High? He stretched more than Mr. Fantastic did in this movie. I don't know what's going on or why they try to depower Mr. Fantastic, but he doesn't stretch at all. I stretch more than Mr. Fantastic. When I work out at the gym, it doesn't make any sense to me. They wanted to make a whole point of him. He can only stretch a little bit here. They make a joke about it. Like, oh, yeah, it's not really that impressive. He can only stretch a little bit. You're making a joke about it. But stretchy powers are actually one of the coldest abilities you can have. I don't know if anybody remembers, but in Teen Titans, Madame Rouge, she was feared. The things she could do, the moves she could create just by stretching was incredible. I have to say that. And we could just watch it. We could see it. How is a cartoon better adaptation of stretching than a live movie? Now, that shouldn't make any sense. And I know everybody wants to go back to, they were saying like, Mr. Fantastic, that's his real adaptation in the comic book of what he can stretch. Now you want to go to comic book adaptations of what people look like. You didn't do that before. Why are you doing it now? Tell me. Let's talk about Ben Grimm. Was he a good character? He was alright. He was fine. But did he do anything positive? Did he do anything meaningful? Did he save the day? No, I don't think he did. There was one scene that he did that was supposed to be meaningful, but they show that in the trailer he's busting through these pillars and he hits them down, and as soon as he knocks them down, it hits Galactus. Oh, I've been hit. But he gets hit by this building and it cracks him. And it hurts him just a little bit. And that's all he does. And then there's another scene where he's grabbing something. And then Galactus, he tries to throw him into a different universe. But Johnny Storm saves him. And Johnny Storm, does this character bring anything new to the table? Is he the best version of Johnny Storm that we've ever seen? No, he's not. This movie is not the best Fantastic Four movie that I've seen. It's not. Of course, everybody knows Fan4stick was not good. This is not that. This is better than Fan4stick, for sure. But Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic? No. He shouldn't even be in this role. He doesn't bring anything new to the character of Reed Richards. Pedro Pascal doesn't make me excited for the next movie that he's going to be in. He doesn't do anything. Even Ben Grimm. Instead of having him sound like Ben Grimm, he didn't sound like Ben Grimm. They wanted to make him be funny. He wanted to sound, we're going to laugh at his voice. We're going to have him sound like a normal person. There's no differentiation between him or any other character. They all sound the same. He kind of did strong stuff, but not really. Reed kind of did stretchy stuff, but not really. He didn't stretch at all. The most stretchy he did was Galactus stretching him when he grabbed him up, and then he was screaming, but what is the point of even having a stretchy man if he can't stretch? That whole scene was dumb. You're gonna have him stretching around and he's screaming like he's hurting. Ah! For what? To do what? What did that scene even accomplish? We didn't laugh. It didn't look cool. Oh, it was to make him look weak because he's a man. All right, I understand that. But you know what would have been even cooler? If you had Galactus about to stretch him out.
I'm going to tear you apart.
And then he starts to stretch him, and then he doesn't break. And then he's looking like, what? This is supposed to be a freaking earthling. And he's stretching, then he's stretching like Laffy Taffy all around me. What? I don't have time for this. That would have been way more funny than seeing Pedro Pascal screaming with his clothes getting torn off. And he's not even longer than a Stretch Armstrong. That didn't make any sense to me. What was the best part about the movie? Probably seeing the Fantastic Four travel to Galactus's position. It was seeing them travel there, going, meeting with the Silver Surfer, female Silver Surfer, going into the ship, talking, meeting Galactus, him telling them their proposition, his proposition, and then the whole fiasco of them trying to escape and getting out of there, around the black hole, even though that was fucking crazy and that probably wouldn't even work, but it still was in the movie and it looked cool. It looked very cool. And I will give them that. That whole scene of them traveling there and back and getting out of there and taking off was freaking amazing. And then the rest of the movie was just it hurt. It hurt to see it. I can't even lie. Thinking about it right now, it's like, okay, you're gonna bring Galactus in. All right, Galactus is here. Even though this should be a third movie type of thing. I know everybody was talking about Robert Downey Jr. as freaking Dr. Doom and he's coming in and he's going to be the man. Yeah, that's fine. But he should be a Fantastic Four villain in the first movie. I know that y'all don't want to see that anymore because he was in all the other movies as the first villain. But that shouldn't matter if it's a good movie. If it's a good movie, then we will all accept it. But they were like, oh, we don't want to do that this time. We're going to go straight to Galactus. Okay, we'll go straight to Galactus. And then what? So you're going to make him look weak because he's a man? All right. So Galactus comes here and all he can do is walk forward like a giant Godzilla. All he's doing is walking forward, looking around, laser beams like he's a giant robot from freaking War of the Worlds. He's zoning out. He's looking in. And it's just not Galactus. Yeah, they depowered him. They weakened him up. They made him a little bitch. I don't know why, but they did. And I didn't like it. I don't think I'll watch it again. All the portrayals of each character were off. Sue Storm was just super powered, and that's fine. Yeah, she's super strong. But to have her 1v1 Galactus for no apparent reason. No reason at all. Oh, she's a mother. That's a mother's instinct. She's gonna always charge up and become stronger. Okay, so the guys don't have no ambition. They just stand around when we look at them and then we just turn down like, okay, she's got it. No, they should have never done that. It didn't look right. It didn't feel right. That's not the Fantastic Four. That's not a family. That's what the movie's about, right? Family. But she 1v1 Galactus, pushed him back into the portal. Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me, but she did it. And then let's talk about female Silver Surfer. Was she a great character? Was there a purpose for her being here? Not really. They only wanted to bring her in just because she was a woman. And I'm only saying that because they didn't do anything with her character at all. The flashback of her origin, where she came from, oh, she's a single mom with a daughter. And she's by herself. She's lonely. And that's all they showed us. And you can't tell me that they didn't. That was it. They didn't show us anything else. She wasn't married. She has no husband. And all they showed was her transformation into the Silver Surfer. And did they do anything new with her abilities? No. They were the same as the Rise of the Silver Surfer movie. She could go through objects and she could shoot pulse waves. And I think he actually did more in his movie. But the worst part about it is at the very end when Sue Storm was 1v1 in Galactus by herself, forcing him back into the portal, he ends up popping back out. And then Johnny decides to make a decision that's going to push him back in. He's charging up. He's giving it all his energy. He's flying straight towards Galactus to give him one last shot. And female Silver Surfer knocks him out of the way to stop him. So he can't help at all. So they're not going to let them do anything to take Galactus down. So it was literally just Sue Storm Storm and female Silver Surfer Shala Ball, who defeated Galactus or pushed him back into the portal, because he's not dead. He's just gone now. But that's all I got for Fantastic Four First Steps. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with more movie news reviews.
Just different.
Glass is the greatest. That's where real expansion of your mind and talents can be found. Turn out of the rat race and its square problems, and tune in on real self-knowledge and creative power.